wanted to share with you something that happened this last month. Something kind of crazy. We actually got 100,000 views on one of our videos a couple videos ago.
In 1 month?
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. It's been a crazy month, so we just kind of wanted to explain everything, go through the analytics, and maybe this will help you guys out if you're trying to get views on your small channel. But yeah, we're going to go through everything, so make sure you watch till the end. Basically, I would say we were kind of a failed channel.
I don't think so. You only fail at your channel if you stop producing videos.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, we did it for fun. We didn't even do it for views, really. So, I mean, if you go back and look at all our old stuff, it's so random. It's not niche. It's not specific to any category at all. We did a little bit of everything. Really, whatever we wanted to do.
Yeah.
We didn't even see success on this video until 10 months later.
10 months.
Yeah, long months. And so we didn't actually think it was going to take off. But all of a sudden, I started to go back and I changed some of the SEO, some of the title, description. I think I might have even messed with the thumbnail a little bit. But I definitely changed the tags completely. And then all of a sudden, we started seeing a couple of views. But we really didn't notice at first because it took a few weeks and it just kind of snowballed.
When did you tell me that we had, what was it, 8,000 views?
Yeah, this was last month. Literally, I call Mark and I'm like, hey man, we just got like over 1,000 views, or like 5,000 views in like 3 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And for us, that was kind of unheard of. You know, we're a small channel, honestly. And to us, that was like success. We just hit the lottery, right?
I was like, oh, cool. You know, surely it'll die off in 2 days.
Yeah. Well, this was an interesting video. It wasn't something we normally do. We decided to. Actually, this was your idea.
Yeah. I just thought, you know what? I don't see too many DIY remedies on YouTube, so I was like, let's try this. He was down for it.
I'm always down for health stuff.
And we did it, and obviously, I mean, I can't. Can you explain why it didn't necessarily go somewhere right away? Well, what was so different from when we first did it compared to what you adjusted?
Well, honestly, our tags weren't very good. We were doing one-word tags. That's something you don't want to do. You want to at least put a chain of words in there, like instead of like talking about just Viagra. We made a homemade Viagra, first of all, okay? Don't judge us. It was fun. We wanted to do something for fun. So instead of putting just Viagra in there, we put homemade natural Viagra at home or something like that. You know, things that were specific to the video, things that we actually said in the video, because YouTube does actually scan these videos, and if it's not relevant to the actual video, then it doesn't get ranked as high. So we were very on point with the tags, the title, everything in the video. It wasn't clickbaity at all. It was just two guys making.
Will it get us hard?
Yeah,
that was the question.
Yeah, and we answered it. So make sure you watch that video if you haven't already. We'll link it right here or here. I forget where it is. But I think the major contributor to our success of this video taking off was definitely the thumbnail. I want to say the most important thing, at least to get the view. Now, the retention is something else we'll get to in a minute. But to get the original view in the first place, you have to have a good thumbnail. You know, the picture on the video. It has to say what the video is about. It has to elicit a question. It has to make the viewer say, I want to click this so I can find out what happened in the video. And I think we did that pretty much. I mean, I think Viagra by itself, you know, it kind of it asks a question, and also it's one of those videos where it's highly searchable. Well, at least it was.
Oh,
yeah, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, people were searching how to make this stuff at home, and we just thought it was an interesting recipe that we wanted to try out, so we did.
What we decided to do is what any sane person would do, and that's try to capitalize on it. We came out with another DIY. I'm not 100% sure how that's doing right now.
Not well yet, but like again, you know, the last one took 10 months. Sometimes this thing just takes time. I believe the YouTube algorithm takes about at least 90 days to actually pick up a video for good. So we probably won't even know for a few months. But you know, if you see that at the top of our popular videos, then definitely check that out. It's up there. It really is a good video. Maybe we should explain why we didn't post for 10 months. Do you think we should tell them?
Yes, we didn't post for 10 months because we were focusing more on our individual channels, which are completely opposite, by the way. Props to you guys that can do 3 different channels, you know, day in and day out. Whether you're working with friends or family, good job.
Yeah, it's really impressive. Honestly, 3 channels between the 2 of us, it was a lot to deal with. And, you know, we both are very passionate about our own channels, and we wanted to put all of our energy into that. Now, we didn't intend on giving up on MetaGuys at all. In fact, that's kind of our venting channel. You know, it's an outlet for our creativity because, you know, our channels each are very niche. He's in the auto. He makes videos about cars and reviews cars and does really funny compilation videos. You got to check his channel out.
I say a lot of dumb stuff.
Yeah, WheelWorks Media. Of course, we're going to link that in the description below. And I do videos about autoimmune health, and that'll be down there too. Adamimmune, you can check that out. But yeah, we wanted to put all of our and most of our energy into that. But again, having an outlet where we could do random fun stuff, we wanted to keep that. And I don't think I know. Yeah,
we don't forget our roots. We know where we came from.
Yeah, exactly. And I definitely intended to post more on there eventually. So yeah, we never gave up on it.
I guess you could say we were trying to figure out our lane. We were trying to figure out what was working, what's not working for this channel, and you know, the DIY was a banger. It worked out, so we may continue to go that direction.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun, and again, it's kind of related to the health channel, what I do, so of course that's my passion. So I was really pleased when this is the video that took off. MetaGuys was a really good practice place because, you know, you're going to put out a video, your first 5, 10, 50 videos are probably going to be garbage, in all honesty. And our first, at least, I don't want to say that about all of our videos, but the first at least 5 for sure, and then some of those beyond that, they were pretty bad.
There was never really any trolls either. I think once you start getting trolls, you're on the right path.
Then you've made it, officially. Yeah. I would love to have more trolls on my other channel.
Yeah, I get them from time to time on my channel.
Make sure you leave a comment down below. We'll read it.
Jesus.
Hate on us. Okay, guys, so now that we've kind of explained what happened, so let's go ahead and look through the analytics.
Oh, yeah.
So here's our channel, MetaGuys. Subscribe if you haven't already. So as you can see, this was the last video that we put out. I made this video totally unrelevant to anything that we were doing on the channel. I made a vlog mix with his Despacito cover. This was a sketch we decided to make before that, and it was maybe not as funny as we hoped it would be. It was our first sketch.
It's a bit cheese, but
yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, so here's the video, making homemade Viagra with natural ingredients. So let's go ahead and let's look at the ranking, actually, because we've got TubeBuddy. Okay, if you don't have TubeBuddy, make sure you install it because it really helps you out on a lot of stuff. It really helps you out with suggestions and different for different tags on videos. Real big help. Okay, so as you can see, it does show the tags now. And making a homemade Viagra with natural ingredients, that's number 1, obviously. But that happens a lot with titles on YouTube. Usually you can easily get your title to rank.
My title's always number 1.
Yeah, because they're very specific, okay? So no one's really going to type that in. But in case they do, hey, there it is, right? Now, this is the big one. DIY Viagra. People are searching this, or at least they were. And yeah, ranked number 2, that's pretty good. Here's another good one, natural Viagra recipe. Very searchable.
What would be a bad number that you would recommend going back in and changing that tag? You say these tags, you know, 1's good, 2's good. What about anything 5 or higher?
Well,
would you go back in
honestly,
and change that?
No. Any ranking is great. So I have rankings on my other channel that are like 18, and that's fine. They are as good as they are. You know, over time, if the retention rates go up, meaning that if people watch longer amounts of your video, the percentage-wise, you'll actually rank higher over time. Considering we have so many high ranking in the top 5, that's really good, and that's probably a major factor to why this happened. Now, I did go back and change these tags a few months ago, and I think that may have spurred this, because I don't believe we were ranking at all back then. Let's move off the SEO and move to the analytics. See, you can see some people say put in a big description. We didn't do that. Okay, so as you can see, we're looking at the 28-day mark here. Let's go back and look at 90 days. Kind of give us a good starting point. Now, we started to see views. Now, actually, let's go in a little bit. Let's see if we can hit 60 days. No, we can't see. let's see last month. Okay, so now you can see we actually started to get views a couple months ago, but it was just trickling in. 50 a day, 84, started to go up, 96. Now this was very important because this was telling YouTube, hey, people are watching, but not only are they watching, they're watching large parts of the video. Okay, so that's the retention part. So eventually YouTube said, well, this is a good video, we're going to start suggesting it to people in their feeds or on in the recommended areas on the right side of the screen of a video being played. And so it started to get more views, and it kind of snowballed. 6,000 there. Wow. I mean, honestly, I was freaking out at this point. I was, yeah.
He was messaging me, reporting every day, Mark, did you see the channel?
Yeah.
The video, the video.
I was giving him a meta report on the daily. So yeah, and then right about here, I was again freaking out. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. The video is dying, and then yeah, it kept dying. But let's go back to the last 28 days because that's really I would say the most relevant. It kept going down. It went down a little bit, but it went back up. So again, I was excited again, and this was a weekend right here. But it again reached its peak, the very high amount right here. And you know what, let's go in here and I'll actually show you the views. I'm gonna go to the studio beta because it's actually a little more specific at times. I don't really prefer it, but it does show some good stuff. So as you see, it went down and then it spiked. We can go up here and click how many views those were because it shows in watch minutes. So we at the very peak, at the very height of the video success, we got 8,149. And so
that was what, like almost 10 days ago?
Yeah. And so we thought, oh, right about here, it's gonna go back up, no worries. And then here we're like, oh, a little start to panic. And then as you can see, here we are. We got
it's a smooth 99.
Yeah, we got 100 views yesterday, which I guess, you know what, honestly, we should be pretty pleased with that, considering most of our videos don't even get that.
I can tell you my theory on why it died off. It's because we cured erectile dysfunction. That's the only logical explanation.
Over the last 28 days, over 91% of our views came from suggested videos. Those are videos directly from YouTube. This is YouTube saying, hey guys, watch this video, or they watched a similar video and it was being suggested because of that. There's the thumbnail. As you can see, it's spot on. This is why we had success. It had everything, but we'll go over that another time. So right here, as you can see, the last 48 hours on this channel, we only got 200 views. But it still helped us out. We're getting more views than we were before this.
We didn't think this was gonna take off 10 months ago. We were just like, hey, let's do this, let's see what happens. 10 months went by. A groundhog saw its shadow.
The retention rate is 55.6. It's still holding very strong. That's the average. We'll look at the last 7 days though and see what difference it is.
The top of the shaft there.
Yeah, at the very beginning, all videos lose at least 10 to 20% in the first like 10 seconds. That's very normal.
Do people really accidentally click on something?
Yeah, but the thing is, the view doesn't actually count unless they watch 30 seconds in. So people really do click on a video, and within about 10 seconds, they know whether they're going to watch it or not.
How impatient do you have to be? You can't get anything done in 10 seconds.
We were doing pretty good. Actually, I would say this is very good. Now, there are some retention rates holding at like 60, 70%, which are crazy good. If you get anything like that, your video will definitely take off. If you can get a few views so the YouTube algorithm can pick it up. But yeah, so honestly, you can have the best video in the world, but if you don't get a few views to say, YouTube, hey, look at this, look at me.
Notice me, YouTube! Notice me!
You need those first few views. All right, let's look at these 7 days, last 7 days here. I think that's going to be very revealing. As you can see, it slowly went down to a crawl, and it's, it's holding steady around 100, whatever,
It's virtually on life support at this point.
I honestly can't say why this happened, guys. We can tell why the video had that kind of success. It was being searched, had a good thumbnail, it had good retention rates. There must have been something in it that kept people watching. There was good video. It was a recipe video, so you kind of had to see, you had to watch till the end to see the results. Let's look at the CTR, or the click-through rate of the video. This is all about impressions. So basically, if YouTube suggests this video on the right-hand side of a video, which is the same thing as recommended, that's an impression. Or if you're in the browse section or you're searching for a video and you scroll by a video, that's an impression. So anytime anyone sees this video, that's an impression. Now, as you can see, the last 90 days, this video, it got 100,000 views. This is always a little bit behind, so don't worry about that. But it got 737,000 impressions overall. So almost 1 million people saw the thumbnail, but 8.3% of them clicked on it. Okay, so that ended up with 100,000 views. That's very good. As you can see down here, there's a funnel that YouTube makes. It shows us the percentages and how much watched from that since it was born back in, let's say, the 15th of September, but really it didn't take off until the 20th, and then it died on the 20th. So it died on that. Yeah,
a month later.
Yeah, exactly 1 month, guys. So let's look at the last 7 days here of the video. Impression wise, as you can see, it did go down to 7%, but let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you this. 7% is amazing. Anything over at 5% is extraordinary. Okay, if you're getting 4 point something, that's good. 4.5, that's really good. 5 is amazing. 6 is out of this world. 7, I can't even believe it. But honestly, at an average, it was at 8.3. Now, that is probably the overarching reason why this happened, because people clicked on the thumbnail, but 7% is still pretty good. I don't understand why it's not getting the views it was, because it's not like YouTube killed the video or anything. It seems like they're still suggesting it, you know, and it's still ranked high. So honestly, if you guys have an idea why this happened, please let us know in the comments, because honestly, we are stumped at this point. We have no idea what happened. I want to say 99% of the viewers that actually watched were male, and let me show you where to find that. I think it's in Classic. I hate that we have to switch Classic and Beta. I mean,
because the Beta is not done yet.
I know it's not, but I hate it. It has things that Classic doesn't have, but I like Classic style better. I guess probably I'm used to it. I hate anything new, honestly. Okay, so males, 97% of our subscribers are male, and 2.9% are female. That's not really that surprising. YouTube really gave us a gift here, because their suggesting of these videos, that's what got us all these views, guys. So again, I think we should really just take this time to say thanks, YouTube. Can we do this again? I don't know. Let's go to our dashboard here. Guys, I don't know if we can do this with another video. I think this is a good thumbnail, but you know, this was just so specific to what people were needing.
It's not the video people wanted. It's the video people needed.
So we tried to replicate that in this new one, making an instant toothache remedy. And, you know, it's a good video, but, you know, maybe watch it and let us know what you think. I hope this helps you out, guys. I hope maybe you can get some good tips, maybe that you can use in your videos to maybe have a video take off.
Or if you've got experience getting high view counts on a daily basis, please let us know what we can do to improve.
Yeah, we really need your help figuring out why this happened. We would love it if this video would start going again, and maybe it will naturally. I don't know.
There's no telling when it comes to the internet.
Yeah, that's for sure. So thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
See you next time.
This is our 50th video, guys.
Hooray!